So I'm continuing to think about the Ten Commandments, and the second one is, "You shall not make an image in the form of anything in heaven or on earth, and bow down to it, to worship it." And um, and there's a couple things about that one. One, um, initially it seems like God was saying, "I don't want you to make an image of me." Right? Because any representation that we make of God would be something less than who He is. The people of Israel, you might remember, made a golden calf. The way I understand that passage is that they used that calf to represent Yahweh, to represent the God who had brought them up out of Egypt. It just it ended up misrepresenting him, and that's what happens when we make something else and try to say that this represents God in any kind of definitive way. It misrepresents God, makes him lesser. The other thing is that God, in the very first couple chapters, very first chapter of the Bible, made the image. He made human beings. And whenever we take something else and make it to be the form of God, we end up diminishing and denigrating human beings. And so you can think about it in your life when you've said that something in your life was of ultimate importance. It gets tempting to sacrifice people, and God wouldn't have that. And so God has shown us himself in Jesus definitively, and he's made people in his image. Nothing else. People are in his image, and so if we honor God, we will treat people with the love and the dignity and the honor that God calls us to. Jesus says the greatest commandments are to love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and love your neighbor as yourself, and they go together because God has made the image. Let us not say that anything else is an image of God. It ends up being a grace to let God be God.